Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mr. James. Sorry, Mr. Michael James, yes. So we're about to kind of wait for at least 20 persons on the call. I think we're on six now. I'm also trying to like share a YouTube link for those that can join their Zoom, probably join through the YouTube link. But I think all of the activities at the same time is kind of lagging my computer. So let me probably shut down there and share again. But in the meantime, welcome everybody. Please let me know if you can still hear me.
Clearly, can hear you.
All right, great, thank you. Okay, so just as we keep waiting for everyone, and I try to share my screen again. Um, so what we're gathered to do tonight is just to set up the journey for what we're starting tomorrow for the Agentic AI leadership course in education. So and the goal of this course basically is just to empower us with AI skills in the classroom. That's what um, Tech Tutors is here for, and we hope to keep making that kind of impact again and again. So that's why it's coming totally free. We want to reach out to as many tutors that will need the assistance or the help of technology in their classroom. So I'll be sharing how the program is going to go shortly. Um, I wish we could have more people on the call. We had 170 people register for this course, and it's important that when we want to do something, we take it um, with all zest so that we can be at and achieve what we're trying to achieve. So the numbers right now not very encouraging, but I believe that um, we've created a lot of material to make the information well passed. So I believe we also received the mail. I want to know if we received the mail. this afternoon or this evening. Let me know if you received a mail this
Yes,
evening.
I did receive a mail this evening.
Okay, sir. Let's know. I see Mr. James Ushola. It's good to have you here, sir. Can see I don't know if it's a Mr. but I see Igor Hart Otter. You can see Mrs. Adenike Glory. Welcome, welcome. Um, so I'll be sharing with us. Let me share my screen. So basically, we have 10 modules for this training. Um, I shared that at the beginning of the preparation on the group. I'm going to drop it now again on the group to share like a graphical representation, just like a track of what we are doing for the next 10 days. So these classes are going to start from um, Monday to Friday each week. So just 2 weeks, Monday to Friday for both weeks. I just shared that on the group now. Monday to Friday on both week, and each day we're going to be focusing on various specifics in applying AI in our classroom. So I'm not going to do any lecture today. I'm not going to. But on what I really want us to know from the mail, there were two information sent there: the link to this meeting and the link to the Google Classroom, which is one of the most important parts and essence of this meeting tonight. The Google Classroom is where we're going to be having all of our classes. And it was intentional that we use digital tools for this training because we understand that we want to actually empower people to be able to use these tools. So we shouldn't be alien to many of these tools. So I'm not sure many of us have used Google Classroom before. I don't even see many people already onboarding. I don't know how many number of people that have received the mail, but I don't see just we have like only 5 people that have onboarded to the Google Classroom. And so all you need to do to onboard to the Google Classroom is to click on the link and you gain access to the Google Classroom. It's just that simple. So when you click on the link, get access to the Google Classroom. Your device may require you to probably um, the device may require you to or would I say install Google Classroom. I think that would help if you do so. So we can install Google Classroom on our devices. So each day we'll be covering different areas. If we've seen the material on the group from day one, I will use this time to just do most of the talking so that when it's time to share, well, once it's time I'm going to share. So from day one, we're going to be going through the orientation. Recording in progress. So I just want to turn down the volume of my computer. Okay. So day one, we are going to be focusing on AI foundations in education. There's quite a lot of understanding we can gain from that module on what AI really is, how it was made up, what generative AI is. The course is fully packed. Day two, we're going to be focusing on AI and instructional design. So us being teachers, I'm very sure we are familiar with what instructional designs are. So we use curriculums, we use all of that in our classroom. There is a role with which, or there's a way we can make AI participate in our instructional design development, right? That's what that day is going to focus on, and not just designing instructional design. We're going to also dig in on actually the presentation of our materials. So we're going to bring in a little bit of using AI to create slides and we'll have a lot of hands-on activity on that also on that day. So that'll be on Tuesday. On day three, we'll be looking at AI for teaching methods. So I understand that we're all educators, so we know different teaching methods that apply to our classrooms. So we're going to be focusing then. There's one of the teaching method that really, and it's the kind of teaching method I'm actually going to use for this training, which is flipped classroom. We learn from the materials, we come to the class and perform hands-on activities. So I will give us a clarity on what I mean by materials will be sent and how we're going to access those materials. So we learn from the materials, come to the classroom, and all we want to do in the classroom is to do hands-on activities, clarify the places that we are not sure we understood clearly. Then on module 4, which is on Thursday this week, we'll be looking at AI in assessment and feedback, differentiating between formative and summative AI, and also build AI-powered quizzes. Um, I believe many of us must have seen heard of quiz before. It's a popular tool used for um, quiz, and it has been powered by AI also. I think we also have Khan Academy, Camingo also that we can use to make some tools, I mean, assessments and AI backed. Also on day 5, still this week, we'll dive into how AI can narrow down into personalized learning. Um, that's what we're going to be learning on day 5. So I said this course is fully packed. It looks like a course that's well, it's fully packed. So AI and personalized learning, we're going to understand how to tailor AI into the individual learning. So this is the future of learning right now. Um, in some cases, it might not look very applicable to all kinds of school in Africa yet, but I mean, on the first day of this lecture, you'll see some schools across Africa, I think some sovereign areas, they're already applying AI in their classroom, one way or the other. They are giving their, even the public schools, that's what I want to emphasize. So they are giving their young learners devices in the classroom, teachers are able to. So we might say, well, government has to play a role in that. Yes, that's true. And if we rise up as leaders, and that's why this course is coming up at this time, if we rise up as leaders in this AI, in implementing tech in the classroom, the government will follow suit. If 1,000 teachers do that, if 10,000 teachers do that across and we raise up that, I believe that that's going to happen across all schools. I'm talking um, about the public schools, well, that's not really mine to debate. Then agentic AI. So from next week, we're going to now go into a little bit of what we call agentic AI. So the generation of AI we are going into now is the agentic AI. So I'm sure we're already used to, or we've been hearing about AI giving us assignments, tasks, and all of that. AI doing the work. Well, now we're getting to a point where AI will begin to act like a virtual assistant. Let me use that word. I think that word works best. A virtual assistant, where AI will be the one taking decision for you without you necessarily inputting. Now, there's a lot of ethical compromise on that kind of thing, because if AI begin to take decisions for us, we don't know whether it's going to turn down and make it. We don't know who is backing it. We don't know what it can has the power to do. But that is one thing we're going to also be looking at some point. And so that's one thing the world is tending to right now, agentic AI. We'll try to dive into it, understand it, and even have hands-on activity using Notion, whereby we can use AI to automate some of our workflow in the day, maybe our learning process and all of that. Day 7, that's module 7. So all of these are packed into modules. I'm going to quickly share shortly what is expected of everyone. On module 7, we're going to be talking about automation. So automating our workflow. Um, there are some workflows in your classroom that can be automated. More like not everything again. I say will apply to every kind of school, but we're still going to try, even as we have good conversation, we're going to see or reason together how can this be applied in your own setting, in your own classroom. That's something that I believe we'll be able to figure out collectively. But the automation of tasks in some schools, we give feedback to parents weekly. we can automate that task whereby we send emails to their inboxes. The first time you registered, for some of us, at some point it's exhausted because it was a paid, it needed a paid version. When we registered, we got automated messages. There's some way to make automation with code. There's some way to make automation on some free platform, but they're not entirely free because I think I had, was it 100 per month, and already 100 people were registered on this meeting. It was exhausted. So I'm sure the first set of 100 people got it maybe once or twice. The message came to them. That's automation. So there are a lot of other processes we can automate using AI. So not only would we set in automation, AI can actually generate the message that we want to send, or take a summative report of your child in the classroom, put those reports together and write a summary for the parents weekly and send it to their mail. So that's one way. There are several other ways that it may apply to us, but just to bring that to our understanding that this is going on in the world and it can happen in your classroom also. On day eight, we're now going to go into the leadership of AI. So one thing that we expect of everybody on this training is not only to learn, but also to train others. And I think that is one way we can multiply this knowledge. And that's why we call it leadership. That's why in the name of the course we added the word leadership. So not only are we going to learn this thing, we want everyone leaving this training to be able to pass on this knowledge to other tutors, educators in your school. I understand from the back end, a lot of ICT educators registered for this course. At least 50% of those that register are the ICT educators in their various schools. So it's expected that once this knowledge is passed on to them, we can take this knowledge to our school, set up trainings like this for our colleagues, for our community, where we train every other person on how to use AI. The truth is, I think I saw something doing this also in Lagos. AI is in the classroom. I said that in one video, and your students are using it already. So you have to understand how to use it and how to guide them to use it. That's why the leadership comes in. Day nine, we are going to be looking at some ethics and policies rather, and responsible AI in education. So there are lots of debates out there. Should AI be used in the class? Is it going to be within our control? Some communities in the USA banned it as when it came out, but at some point they said it does not make sense because when we ban the children are still struggling, still finding their way how to use it. So instead of banning it, let's teach them how to use it. Now, technology, I didn't share this video yet, but I did a video on that. Is a weapon. The weapon is a bad word, though. Is a tool of good and of evil. The same technology that we are using to make impact can be the same technology someone else is using for destruction. So people are committing crime online. Some people are creating good businesses online. So technology in and of itself is not evil. It's given to us. What we use it for now determines whether it's going to be good or bad. That is what um, the night is going to be about. So we're going to look at the UNESCO and UNICEF framework for applying AI. So it's already agreed upon internationally that AI should be applied to the class, but there are guidelines on how to use it. There's policies surrounding that, and we'll look at those policies. Then on the very last day, we are going to present our practical initiative, lesson tools. That day, we're going to be giving certificates, and we're going to be exhibiting what we've learned, how we're going to apply it, how we've applied it so far during the course of the training, and that's what we're going to do on the last day of this training. Um, I've been talking for a while. We're excited for everything we've had so far. Please put something in the chat. Just let me know that I'm not. You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, okay. Please, I see like nine persons on the call. Okay, we're nine on the call. Let's just really, even if you're not speak, just drop something in the chat. Let us know you're there. Yes, I know. Nene Oboho is there. Let's know you're there. Let's know you're there. Make your presence
We are here.
known.
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. All right, thank you, Blessing. Hi, hi. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes, we
please.
can.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, Saihomi. And that's the name of your phone. Oh, let me try and present this. Okay, implementation guides. So I'm going to send this to the group also. So I already this is like an onboarding session and live teaching and practical session. We would like to in a practical session. There'll be hands-on activities and projects, community support and discussion, and a final graduation ceremony. Um, So these are going to be. So this is the point where I want to just give clarity on how the training is going to be. A lot of people have asked me. I told us let's wait till this day. So first we are going to be having the onboarding which will happen today. Right now, the focus is to just give us an overview. Um, Now during the week, this is how it's going to be. We are going to be having live session on Tuesdays and on. Okay, ma, thank you. On Tuesdays and on Thursdays. So our live sessions we only hold on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know this text is going to be very small on screen. So this is it here. Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's day for our live session, and it's going to be by 7 p.m. And that's going to be on Zoom also. Looks like my slide is stuck. Okay. All right. Graduation ceremony I said will be on Friday, September 12th. We'll showcase our projects, the things that we've done. Something that I failed to mention here is okay, you see that here. So this is the delivery method. Um, our Google Classroom is where our resources are going to be sent. So everybody is expected to click on the Google Classroom link I sent. As I said earlier, um, it was deliberate for us to use the Google Classroom so that we understand some of these tools for many of us that might have not been using them that are already used in the world today to deliver classes. I think when I on the back end, some people have used Notebook before, so it's not going to be new to us. The Google Classroom, I'll probably share what the Google Classroom space look like. Our online meetings will be happening on our live meeting will be happening on Zoom and every other communication, quick updates, discussion, peer learning. You can do all of that on the WhatsApp platform. So we have a team that are working with us on this. Team of 6 people. So me speaking, I'm Elijah Israel. I'm going to be the lead facilitator through the learning, deliver some of most of the live sessions and moderate discussions, guide us through learning goals and reflection. We also have Mrs. Miracle Ajayi. So the person who spoke with us for the live session yesterday, the branding is part of the team, and I'm sure we're going to be so it's such a great privilege to have her join us and make this happen. We also have Mr. Olumi James. Yeah, as the lead technical operator is on this call right now. I don't know if Miss Miracle is on the call, but Mr. Olumi James is on the call. So Miss Miracle is on the call. Mr. Olumi James is on the call. Um, is going to be the technical operator operation lead. So any kind of challenges we're having onboarding to the Google Classroom, we're having any issues, we need recordings for the meeting because all our meetings will be recorded so that we can always fall back to it. Recording for the meeting, you need to troubleshoot anything, you're trying something, it does not work out, is your go-to. Um, Probably they're going to be saying hi on the group so that we can identify their WhatsApp line and if we need to reach out to them, we can speak with them. Then for the community, community and communication leads, the person that I've always been sending message to us, tagging you, trying to get your attention. We have the net praise. She has been the one communicating with us on the group. We can always also reach out for any form of complaints, any form of, so she's one always reminding us of meeting. That's Nene Praise, and she's the communication. She's also on the call right now. We also have the social media personnel that are working with us to make sure that we're able to bring out content from what we are learning. Um, Persons of Grace Staffy and Chiamaka Emmanuel, they're not here right now. I don't think they're on the call. I don't think they're on the call, but they're going to be helping and putting things out there from our learning processes. Okay, this is what is expected of us. Firstly, we are expected to attend the onboarding, and that's why I said I'm not. I believe the whole team is not impressed in the numbers that came out at this time. Well, I believe everyone have one reason or the other, but the importance that we give commitment to this. Um, the onboarding session, that's the first session happening today, and every other sessions, especially the live sessions, because that's where we're going to be really doing the hands-on experience. So there's a lot of things in the material, a lot of go-to in the materials, but on the live session, we can do some and practical activities that you can also ask questions, and questions will be, I mean, we'll get to work together on the live session. So we have to engage with the classroom assignments. So the assignments every day, every single day. We have 10 days. There's going to be quiz. Those quiz are over 100. Yes, it's graded, take over our teachers. You know why it's needed. So those quiz are over 100. We need to be sure that everybody is learning and following. Um, there are also questions. So there are two things. I don't know if it's stated here. Stated here. Okay, it's here already. So the Google Classroom will have assignments and discussion. If you've not clicked on it, please click on it in the email that was sent, or check it on the group. It's already there. Okay. So we engage with those assignments. So participant, everyone needs to be active on the group and participate in the group activities and reflection. Then number four, share learning publicly where possibly. So now these are the tasks going to go every single day. By 12 a.m. tonight, the first task is going to come up on the Google Classroom. It's not task, the first material is going to come up on the Google Classroom. We have to go through the resources, the I think two videos, materials to read. We have to go through those resources. Then based on what we learn from the resources, we have to answer the quiz question. So before you do the quiz, you have to go through the material, because everything on the quiz was generated from the materials that were given. So go through the material. Now on that material, we have some sections there. We have the resources, a short intro, materials, everything could take you, once we want to do everything, it can take you 30 minutes and you're done with it in a day, or 30 minutes to 1 hour based on your intensity. So it has resources. It also has the task for the day, hands-on activity for the day. So every single day has an hands-on activity. So the first day now we're learning about AI. The hands-on activity is to go and find out about AI tools that can be used in the classroom, share it with the community, and reflect on how you are going to use it. I think that's like the first activity for the first day. Then we also have the social media prompts. So I expected to share what we learned on our social media. And that was the reason why we did the branding yesterday. So when we are learning, we can also share our learning processes. Number one, it keeps us accountable. Number two, it helps to already tell a story that you are a growing educator. You are learning something, you are developing. Many of my learning processes you always find on my LinkedIn. I think a few weeks ago I did an ALS course in AI also on my LinkedIn. I'm still currently doing one because of preparation for this. I'm really not able to focus on that. That's also there. That was for web development because I teach coding and all of that in the classroom, and tech skills in the classroom. So it's also there, right? So our learning process, sharing it publicly also helps to improve our learning and helps to tell people that we are growing and we are doing better. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to also be adding the hashtag TechTutors to our posts on social media. And that also, so at the end of the day, we'll be required to probably post the link of the post that we posted on our social media. So those of us that think we don't need social media, we are going to need it during this course, right? Then community prompts. There are some prompts you ask in the community, and even on everyday material, I think most of the days we also have an AI prompt, a prompt that you can take and put on ChatGPT or any AI tool that you now find to be the best of yours. You're going to put that prompt there and going to get response from. I mean, you're going to get results from that, and you could probably share with the community also. Then prepare a final project and reflection. So I think on day seven, I think day seven or day eight, talked about um AI leadership. So everybody's going to plan their own training. So I decided as a team, we decided to bring this training to you. We also want you to plan a training for other people. If it's just 5 people in the school, plan the training to train other people. It's more like a project because we want this work to spread. We want the whole of Nigeria to be able to adopt it. There's some things I've seen, and I'm like, well, Nigeria is really doing great. Many people are standing up. We are standing up to make a difference. Um, okay, so I already mentioned the key dates. Today, the onboarding, 7 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, 7 p.m. And final and graduation ceremony on the 12th of. So our attendance is going to be checked. Our position is going to be checked just to make sure we're learning. All of this is just to make sure we're learning. It's not because we want to put a classroom rules. It's just to make sure everybody's learning and we are getting these things done. I think that's all. That's all on that. Um, and we're still at the Google Classroom is going to be. If you have any questions, I think there's a point where we can start asking any questions, any complaints, any expectations that we had that we think is not been added yet. Please let's take some moments to just get some questions. Please, please let all share any questions that we may have, please. If
Yeah,
you're
good
ready,
evening, sir.
okay, Mr. James.
Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for your time. Yeah, well, the role assigned to me as the technical personnel, well, I just want to let us know that for the days that we'll be having live sections, it is important that we keep to time because though the recordings might be shared, but the live section will only last for about 15-20 minutes. So we shouldn't just be waiting or saying we have enough time, we can always join later. So we should try as much as possible. When it is 7, let's join the call so that at least 20 minutes we are done with the section, we'll continue with other activities. That's what I just wanted to bring to our notice. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for bringing that to our meeting. So please, I hope we understand that clearly. I mean, we all as teachers, we understand, and I think part of the reasons why even the group, I did not move to the group, I did not do this because I know we are all educators and we know what it means for decorum, what it means for unison, and how it helps our learning process. So I know that um we'll start keeping to time. Please, anybody else want to speak? Let's do that. Thank you, Mr. James. Mr. Michael James. Anyone else want to speak, please?
Hello, Mr. Elijah. It's
Yes,
Savedo
sir.
speaking.
Good evening, sir.
Now,
It's nice to hear from you.
now talking about live session for 7 p.m. As much as some of us we want to participate from the beginning, I don't know if we can be starting like quarter after 7 7 so that we don't have reason of, okay, I quickly went to mosque, before I came back, you are done, and so on. That whatever I want to do so that we will be there fully. That's just a request. I know it's not a right, but if it can be considered so that all of us can be fully participating, that's just a request. Anyway.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I think that's duly taken. I don't know if anyone has that same kind of thoughts. Maybe we should shift the 7 p.m. to maybe 7:30 or 8 p.m. This is not your sleeping time. I think school is not resuming to the next 2 weeks. Right. So let if anyone have similar thoughts also, let's say it so that we know that we can know that we should maybe we are going to consider moving the time to maybe 7:30.
So I will suggest, since we are not having much people on this call, maybe other people might want to ask the same question, but because they are not here. So what if we shift it to 7:30? Because somebody is
Okay,
dropping
so
on the chat now, said his suggestion too. So I think other might come, but because they are not on this call, they will have the same thing. Because we can't just overlook their own sides too.
okay, sir. So
Yeah,
I think we're
sorry.
already considering. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I think probably, sorry. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, so my suggestion is that maybe we put a poll on the WhatsApp group and get like people
Okay.
vote in the time that is convenient. So the highest vote should be between 7:30. Which one is comfortable for people? Because it shouldn't be too late also. Yeah, that's my suggestion.
Pool is going to come up. Even if if you can start putting the pool up, you can set it up now. The pool is going to come up right about now so that everyone can start putting in their then choice times. Let's put 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I think within those three duration, we should be able to get a suitable one. I don't think it will come anytime earlier. I mean, because I mean the number of people participating from Lagos is about 80% to almost 90%. So I believe Lagos Live 5 p.m. You're likely still on the road or doing a lot of activities for the day. So I think it will still. So this is the course where it looks like when we come in. So because I'm like the teacher of this classroom, might also no course, no lesson has been uploaded yet, but lesson is going to be uploaded. Don't know how. I think lessons for the first 2 days are already set. Um, lesson will come up exactly. There is scheduled to come up by 12 a.m. tonight. Both the lesson and the quiz and the query. So our participation as per communicating on the group, talking on the group is really going to go a long way because now one of the things I always say, I think I've done this in some teachers really I've done before. I've had this conversation with people and say one of the things I always say is what one thing that help learning again is feedback. We need a good feedback loop, everyone telling us how you're feeling about it, what the process is looking like for you. Feedback is really, really important. And so we need feedback as we go on. Please feedback, 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 feedback every time. All right. So any other thoughts as we begin to wind down for today? Any other thought quickly as we're gonna wind down? I didn't remember to share the link for the live YouTube. Any other thought as we begin to wind down? I'm waiting for any other thing. If there's nothing else, I think we're going to call it a day already. And we'll meet in the classroom tomorrow. All right, so if there's none, let's call it a day. We see in the classroom tomorrow. Let's get ready to learn. Let's get ready to share our experiences, and let's get ready to become agentic AI leaders in the classroom. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. Please let's reach out to every other person that's supposed to be here, that's probably for one reason or the other is not on the call. Let's tell them that classes are starting by 12 a.m. tonight. Classes are starting 12 a.m. tonight. You can um, get on there and start learning. But you can make it a plan that once the lesson drop by 12 a.m., I do it 12 to 1 or 12 to 2, and I'm done for that day. Then by Tuesday, we meet in the class again in a live meeting. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so we meet on that day. All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Let's have a blessed night.
Good evening.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Ma.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night. Good night, man.
So,
Good night.
Everyone.
You don't know what to play again. After 1-1, what is next?